focus back here now, guys.
Yeah.
As far as the resolution
And
goes.
again, one other solution is during the construction, when open up his services, see what kind of pipe is.
Wait until we've got this thing
Yeah.
dug up.
So that is other, other alternative.
Let's get back to the resolution, guys. Okay. What's the council's pleasure?
Do we have a motion?
Haven't got a motion yet.
Motion to approve going to bids for the project.
Got a motion, do we have a second? Second. Motion's by Mr. Robertson, second by Mr. Hansi. Any more discussion? Roger, can you talk to them after the meeting?
Okay.
I apologize, Roger, thank you.
My bad.
Any more questions for Mr. Odom? All in favor of the resolution, say aye. Aye. All opposed? And the motion passes. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
So Cassie, you going to send to the newspaper?
I will,
Okay, I take care of others. So.
okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's move on to 8E, consideration of approving the execution of agreements with 10 surrounding township cities that are a part of the service district of the Rushford Fire Department. The suggested contract rate for each governmental unit is determined by multiplying .013 times tax capacity times coverage percentage. The total contract rate for the 10 townships is $46,415.22 payable in 2011 and 2012. The fire department and representatives of the township city boards have met and discussed the long-range planning for vehicle purchases and have determined the above funding is adequate to keep them on track. See attached report, sample contract.
This is pretty standard, we've done this for many, many years, and the fire department generally, they get together and they figure out what it is that they're going to need in the future for making purchases, and the trucks aren't getting cheaper, that's for sure, but they've tried to figure out how much they're going to have to get from townships over the course of several years before they need to replace another piece of equipment. And one of the things that threw us a little bit off track was after the flood, we got several pieces of equipment, they're all the same age. There's a couple firemen here that might be able to help me explain this a little bit better. But since they're all the same age, we're gonna have to be, well, I think what they're thinking of is replacing some of them a little bit earlier, just so we get a rotation in place, so we're not.
Staggering a
so
bit more.
We had a
staggered
nice
out.
even stagger where it was every so many years
Yeah.
a new truck came out. And now we're going to be doubling up, or potential to double up.
Yeah, so we don't wanna get ourselves bound up with too many debts and notes and such, so we're gonna try to work that out and spread it out so it's a little bit easier to plan for the budgeting. But these are the dollar amounts that they figured were sufficient for the next 2 years at least. Because the contracts are a 2-year time frame.
Going at .014.
1-3.
3.
What is the council's pleasure?
Move to approve it.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Robertson, second by Mr. Bunkie. Any more comment? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion passes.
So this, the sample contract is on here, by adopting this, you're authorizing that these contracts be executed then.
Have you seen the contract there?
I'm looking at it now, is this the one you've done years?
Yeah, there's nothing different, it's the same one we've had for.
Just a comment that you might wanna check the current mutual aid insurance requirements, and we have some samples. Nothing that I would anticipate to be major.
Anything else? Let's move on to 8F, consideration of approving resolution number 2011-014, renewal of consumption and display permit, Minnesota Alcohol and Gambling Enforcement Division for Eric Hoyland, Hoyland Mill, 301 West Monona Street, Rushford, Minnesota. See attached resolution.
Eric, sent me a note today, he can't be here tonight, but he just wants to thank you for considering his request and hope that it's coming.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Robertson, second by Mr. Dahl.
Is this for a 1-year period?
Yes.
Any more comment? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion passes. Let's move on to 8G, consideration of approving resolution 2011-015, temporary on-sale liquor license for a fundraising activity by the Rushford Area Chamber of Commerce to be held June 11, 2011 at the Hoyland Mill. The event will include wine and beer tasting, no liquor sales. See attached resolution.
Approved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Dahl, second by Mr. Hansi. Any comment? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion passes. Let's move on to 8H. Consideration of approving resolution 2011-018. Resolution establishing procedures relating to compliance with reimbursement bond regulations under the Internal Revenue Code. Exhibit A, 2011 Municipal Improvement Project, south portion of Phase 1. See attached resolution.
What is this?
That is just, kind of a cover our butt type thing. So if we do a bond issue for this, that we can reimburse ourselves for engineering costs that have been, or any costs that have been, approved to date out of the bond proceeds. So we can pay ourselves back, because there has been preparatory engineering work that's been done, of course. So we just wanna be sure that we're, covering ourselves so we can pay ourselves back and include these in the bond issue.
Motion by Mr. Robertson, second by Mr. Monkey to approve. Any comment? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion passes. Thank you. Let's move on to 8I, consideration of approving resolution 2011-019, acknowledging with thanks a donation of $465 from the Rushford Peterson Community Chest via Smith to the Rushford Public Library. See attached resolution and thank you letter.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Dahl, second by Mr. Hansi. Any comment? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion passes. Move on to 8